Hey guys, Buffing You Bad. Today we're in a video, and today we're looking at the firing range for Delta Force Hawk Ops, how to configure it and test out your weapons with different ammo here in the firing range. So this is a really good firing range. I think it's equal to, close to, maybe even better than the one that we reviewed for Arena Breakout Infinite, which is going to be playtesting that again with the early release next week. But let's go ahead and jump into this. Here we're in our firing range. And there's a lot you may notice here versus your typical firing range when you start, right? I have armor on my AI. I have them at different distances here as well, as you can see. So try and make some practical testing here for this. So what you want to do is when you come in, configure your gun, you come over to these panels here. There's panels on every individual lane. And on each lane, you go to the panel, hit F to interact, and you can customize the target distance, the target HP, and what tactical gear as far as the different helmets and vests that they have. And you can obviously see all the stats for the vest, and that'll help you determine, durability, level 5 protection. Durability goes into the whole information for this, gives you the classification of it there. So you can really test out the different weapons and ammo types against these targets at different distances. So you can select the distance, the target HP, not including the gear. Going to select your numbers display, and you can turn that on or off, and this will show for each target. Again, you can do this for each target. Will show the amount of damage being done per bullet, and then your tactical gear here. So you want to save that, and again, you can go. You have to go each individual lane to do this. So I have a lot of these kind of relatively short. I have some different armor systems. They all have 200 health, just to try and spread these out. You can see we're not going too far distance yet based on the weapons that we're using, just to get a feel for it. And then obviously this one here, we have also configured in a certain way as well. So we go ahead and back out. Now you'll see if you hit L, it should be there by default for you, the data panel, right? And you can see there O is going to refresh that. So if we go ahead and just put our weapon in single fire here with the G3, let's actually start with the AK-74. So if I put it in single fire, now first off, ammo types, right? So here's our AK-74, we have our G3. We're running, by default, no matter what weapon you're using, you're going to have the lowest ammo type here available. So that's one thing, PRS ammo. So let's go ahead and let's select BT and see how that is for this. For damage-wise next. So we'll start with PRS, then we'll go BT, just see any differences there, and then we'll go to the G3 and test that out. So again, we're in single fire, the worst ammo here. This is a pretty good geared up guy here. Let's see how this works. So now you can see the numbers flying off him. That's that numbers display that we showed. And you can see in the target, or the data panel, that did 7 points of damage on the armor and 0 penetration for the HP. You see overall accuracy, overall headshot percentage, and knockdown time. So try that again. So the 16th shot, we finally penetrated the armor there. You can see we did 1 total HP damage with that armor panel. So let's try another shot. Okay, so now it's going to multiply. You can see the numbers flying off there. 30 damage that time. And that's just to the body there, right? So you can obviously, now we can just go ahead. You can clear your data panel if you want to do it per target by hitting O. And if I go... So there you go, 5.5 seconds for knockdown. Let's try it again in full auto here. So there it was 1.2. Again, we were going headshots there. You saw the damage. Let's clear our data panel again. Now, 3.7 there. So I was just trying to go body to head there. It's not really the recoil pattern of the weapon, but let's try it one more time, clear it. Let it sit on the head there. So 2.1 seconds, you can see how that's going to work, right? Come out to these other targets, and you can see the damage, the numbers that are being displayed as we're firing coming off the dummies. you can see the damage multiplier increasing as we're penetrating the different armor types. So clear that. This is going to do what to the armor at chest? 7 points, 0 pen. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll clear it again. Hit tab. Let's select the BS ammo. So this is the highest tier ammo. It's going in order lowest to highest. So we're going to double click it. Hit equipped here. And you can see the stats on it. Go ahead and hit equip. Come back out. Now we have better ammo. So it did 7, I think. That's doing 40 damage to the armor and penning with 23 to the body immediately. So we're penetrating right away versus taking 16 shots to get any sort of penetration on this. We're penning right away. So let's clear that again, and let's see what our total TTK is, or knockdown time, for this if we're shooting. Just try to stay on the chest. So that's 0.7. Okay, and I fired off 10 shots, I believe it was. If we go to single fire and just test it again. Whoops. Go to single fire, test it just to that sternum area. So that was 1. So it was actually, should have been 8 shots. 8 shots. 8 shots, which is crazy. So that's the difference between the ammo, and that's how you're going to test it here. Headshots. You can see the damage we're doing immediately there. That was 4 shots to kill. Let's clear our data panel. What's that penning on the helmet? You can see all this like this. 40 right there. It's crazy. So you can see how this TTK would differ, right? And that's pretty impressive, I think. Go ahead and try that again on some of these farther targets. So that's pretty impressive, right? Let's try our G3. This is going to be a heavy caliber 7.62 by 51 at base. So let's just try it here and see how that compares. Again, this is the lowest tier ammo for this. So 21 with 0 pen, so it's doing a little bit more than the AK-74. So that's 12 shots before we get the knockdown. So that's a difference of 16 to even pen with the AK-74 versus 12 to knockdown with a G3. And on the 6th shot, we're penetrating here. So try it again. Let's switch to full auto and see what our TTK is if we just kind of let it rip at the chest. So 0.5 right there. So that's pretty impressive. Now let's try the highest tier ammo again with this. So we'll go ahead and equip the M61 ammo of the 7.62 by 51 millimeter. Go ahead and back out. Let's do a quick reload. We're good. Okay, we're in full auto. Let's stay in single just to see. So penning right away again. So six shots. So that cut our TTK for accuracy as far as shots to down in half from lowest tier to highest tier ammo. So that's pretty impressive. Again, on this type of armor is pretty high tier here, I would say. Let's try, I don't know why I'm leaning like this. Let's try again. And again, this is a good thing about different optics like this. You can test different ranges, right? 6, 3. And again, that's going to I don't have these lower to high or anything. I just kind of randomized it to try and test it out. But that's how you would do it. So again, let's just try some, let's try something like a Marksman rifle, right? If I go ahead and select, let's do the VSS because this is 9 by 39 millimeter. Let's go ahead and modify that. I should have a VSS loadout ready to go. I do. We'll apply it. And we will go to the firing range with it. Let's clear our data panel here. Now, again, we're using the lowest ammo for this, which is SP5. So let's go ahead and test this. Again, let's just start here. I don't think I have a laser on this. I don't. But let's just test to the body. 5 to pen. So there, we took 11 shots. There, so it was actually a little bit faster TTK than the G3. 9 by 39 ammo historically should be penning a little bit better than the 7.62 by 51, depending on the ammo type. So if we try again to up this to the highest, which is going to be BP. You have SP5, SP6, BP. Let's try that. So here we go. Data panel's clear. We're penning immediately. 7 shots to kill there. So again, the other cool thing is here is that we can utilize our bipod for these longer range weapons or even just LMGs when you're using bipods. Penning right away. Can test the helmet. So that's pretty sick, honestly. You can even test something like a pistol. We clear that. So that's going to show you right there how much trouble you're in if you don't have the right ammo and things like that against these higher tier enemies. Let's try a sniper rifle. Let's do the AW1 here. I don't think there's no 50 cals, unfortunately. Let's do the Havok Warfare. Actually, you know what? Let's do the M700. Again, this is 762 by 51 millimeter. No, we want to do 338 Lapua, I think. That's probably makes more sense to test different calibers. Let's go ahead and just build this bad boy up quickly to something decent. Go ahead and run. I think that should be good. We'll go ahead and put a top mount on that. Let's see. We definitely want a bipod because we can go ahead and play around with some longer range targets. We can do a long barrel. And then we can go ahead and throw on something like a big boy suppressor. And then we'll just throw on a laser for the heck of it. Okay, so let's test that out. So here's our sniper. Again, clear our data panel. Running the worst ammo here, right? So let's try it. We're penning. 3 shots. So that's pretty substantial, as it should be. And that just shows you the caliber difference from base ammo to base ammo, right? So we're penning immediately, which is really good. Penning, it's 2 shots to kill, body to head. Let's see what we do around the helmet here. Clear our data. So that's really impressive, right? Now let's mess around here a little bit. We're going to bring this target way down there. 200 meters, base 200. Let's give him top tier, equip. Let's test that out, but we also want to up our ammo to... Oh, we only have armor pen for this. Okay, so that is interesting. I didn't realize there was only one type at least for this sniper rifle. So let's go ahead and back out. We're loaded. Clear our data panel. We're at 200 meters. Let's utilize our bipod. There we go. Okay. Get down there. 100 damage there. So snipers are going to be extremely deadly. 1 shot there. That's a little bit higher tier armor. That one there that I just shot. Should be done with that. Oh, wow. That took 2, actually. And then the cool thing is, so I don't even remember what armor I put on this guy. So let's see. We used, for a chest, we used a level 4. So that ate a lot of rounds, surprisingly. Let's go ahead and clear that. I want to test that again and see if that was right. 3, okay. And that's 1, 2, probably gonna be 3 again. I think we're probably running the same armor there. So that's pretty cool. And that's how you're gonna test things at the firing range. Again, I think it's really neat. I think it's a great way to test out weapons, your different calibers. Go ahead and cycle through and test all the different ammo types. Because a lot of these ammo types, especially in the extraction mode, obviously, I think is where the only place you can really select them, cost a lot of money, but you can see the difference just between the lowest tier and highest tier with each weapon to really justify where you want to spend your money. I think ammo is always going to be key over different attachments, at least in this extraction mode. Let me know your thoughts down below. What you think of the firing range here in Delta Force Hawk Ops. I think this thing's great. I could probably maybe see some slight improvements with maybe some moving targets, again, to just help out with aiming getting used to your mouse sensitivity settings before you jump in. I think I would like to see that. So if they expand this a little bit or add an option where they're going side to side, back and forth, something like that would be really cool. Let me know your thoughts down below. Until next time, this is Buffner Gaming with Delta Force Hawk Ops. Firing range, one of the best ones out there. Until next time, Buffner Gaming, out.